Alright, looks that we are live. And it's time to hopefully finally finish this game, this long game. I mean, it's not that long, but I've spent a cool like 30+ hours in this game already, so it's longer than some of them. Alright, let's dive into this. So last time we finished that massive, or prepared ourselves to finish that massive god quest, and now we are at Thanatos, trying to find Nasruddin, because apparently Nasruddin is not dead. Oh boy. Also, didn't say. Virgil is gone somewhere, so Virgil will be back later once we go back from Thanatos, I think. Okay, what are my current quests? Let me just quickly remember. And the cure. Okay, don't know the cure yet. Okay. Yeah, find Nasruddin, that's the current one. I need to get that one. Huh? Okay. Is there anything else here? Or is it just a boat landing with nothing in there now? There's a lot of trees here. There's a lot of trees there. Anything else in this area, or is it just like a landing area? Nothing else. Because I don't really remember how Thanatos actually looked like. I think these are just like procedurally generated forest areas. There's actually nothing inside. Yeah, there's nothing inside. So let's look for stuff. I know there's a few locations on Thanatos, so I'm just gonna quickly go to the island. Find what I can. Well, that's random. Never seen it before. And nothing is required, so please don't. Okay. Wrong spot. Wow, not really. Nothing was on the shores. What are the chances of that? There has to be something here. me, one location. Okay, 2 locations. The lair of the Pogarov, okay. Or yeah, Pogarov. Maybe I remember quite well that like somewhere down there was a really interesting place. No? Wonder if we can actually just go there. Probably not. It has to spawn on the map, otherwise it don't show up. It just positions more and more, but it's not really there. Oh, land bridge is there, okay. There we have the Sodium. Land bridge. I want to go to daytime. So would you please go back to the world map? Thank you for daytime. There we go. Come to meet Nasruddin. Enemies. Yep, enemies. There isn't anything else here. There are a lot of small monkeys here. Man, these sound effects that they made for the monkeys. Crazy. That doesn't look like exit. Exit is... I don't even know where the exit is. Oh wow, this is a massive area. I guess I'm gonna go over there. Okay. Long way. I mean, I could go around the course, but I think it doesn't really matter that much. Wow, they actually hit me.
Wow, I've never seen such a skillful blow.
More monkeys. He was alone here now. We didn't check it, nothing.
What do you want of me? I did not choose to live on this island for its ambience. I chose it so I wouldn't have to entertain fools. Leave me be.
And who might you be?
I'm no one of any importance. Just an old soul who wishes to be left alone. As I have already asked of you, I might point out.
If you could point me towards Masudin's grave then.
Ah, searching for the great Nasruddin. Ha! The great Nasruddin. What was so great about him? Damned fool, if you ask me.
You seem fairly bitter towards the old chap.
What? Sir, I recommend that you show a little more respect to the great elf who saved this world. You are entitled to your own opinions, but I suggest you keep them to yourself.
Quite a fiery young woman, aren't you? And who are you to tell me about Nasruddin? He was little more than bones and bravado, always talking too much, and generally making a mess of things. Worthless old blowhard he was, little more.
Are you trying to provoke me, old man? Because I can tell you right now I'm in no mood for it. One more comment like that about Nasruddin and it will be your last. Do we understand one another?
You know, you're so much prettier when you're not twisting your face up like that. You remind me of a girl I once knew. She was a child, but so very bright for her age. I expected great things out of her.
Really? And who was this girl? Was she elven?
Yes. Beautiful little flower of a girl. She had the most wonderful name. Let's see, what was it? I suppose it would translate to something like the Bright One or the Silver One.
Yes. I also know someone like that. She used to tell me about a great man she once knew. She told me that he taught her a great many things. That he was much like her own father.
Ah, yes. Make sure to pass on my greetings to your mother. She was such a wonderful child. And it seems she has a wonderful daughter as well. Greetings, Princess Raven.
I will pass on your greetings to her. It will make her very happy to know you are here among us. Greetings, Nasruddin.
Nasru, what? You're Nasruddin? What is this choice?
I would say in all my glory, but I'm afraid I haven't any left.
But you're Nasruddin. You saved the world from Arronax.
No. I delivered the world to Arronax. I put in place the system that he felt was his for the taking. I even imparted my elven arrogance to him. I must bear full responsibility for his actions.
A bit traumatic, don't you think? Arronax's actions were his own.
You do not understand. He was my son. I taught him everything. Only to see him be carried away by his youthful temper. I should have seen it. There must have been a way to stop him before it came to what it did.
I've heard all the legends. Can you tell me what really happened?
It started in the Age of Legends. I was young, headstrong. I thought I could take on the world, and I did. I fought the good fight to protect the lesser races, as I arrogantly called them, from the chaos that raged everywhere. Dragons, demons, evil sorcerers, I fought them all and won. And this, all before even the days of the Elven Council.
How did the Elven Council come about?
I gathered a group of idealistic mages together, and we created an Elven Council, for the good of all. We really believed that. For a time, I suppose it was even true. I really believe things began to change when we discovered a way to banish things from this plane of existence. It was the ultimate weapon. Once something was banished from this plane of existence, it could never return. With ultimate power comes ultimate responsibility, and ultimate corruption. We were quick to use it on new and ever more terrible threats. The Bane of Kree, Krakatur, Gorgoth, Kurgan.
So how did Arronax fit into all this?
Sometime during all this heroic carnage, my son came of age. I quickly ushered him into the council, amidst some of the others' protest about his young age and inexperience. And then it all came crashing down upon me. Look, are you certain you really want to hear all this self-pitying drivel?
Of course. So what did Aronnax actually do that was so terrible?
He felt himself betrayed
Oh,
when the
cutscene.
council condemned his actions. He showed no remorse. In his arrogance, he was sure he would be vindicated. I cast the deciding vote to banish my own son. If I must die, I will be the last, he screamed as he hurled the spell that brought an end to the council, the Age of Legends, and my will to live. It was a harsh dawn that morning on the plains of Brodgar, and it was there in the shadow of the Black Spire that our armies met in the most terrible battle that Arcanum has ever seen. As the sun set, only 4 of us were still alive to witness the destruction we had brought to pass. I found Arcanum among the corpses of our decimated armies, and it was there that I condemned my own son to the void. It was only through our combined might that Arcanum was subdued, and I watched my own son fall into the horror of the void. But such was the fury and power unleashed by this conflict that the very fabric of reality was torn asunder. With our remaining energy, we were able to seal the rift with powerful wards, and the Ring of Brodgar still stands today as a monument to my son's destructive pride and my own unforgivable failure. When I regained consciousness, I was on the shore of Thanatos. I'd regained just enough energy to seal myself in a regenerative shell. I remained that way for 1,000 years. No one had ever stayed in a shell for anywhere near that amount of time. Somehow, my magical hibernation extended my life much beyond that of even the most powerful elven mages.
I need your help, parents is going to attack. Are you aware that there is a religion worshipping you?
I'm well aware of the whole Panari tomfoolery, yes. When I emerged from my regenerative state, I traveled to the mainland. I suppose I thought I could somehow live among the world again. After I spoke with that Mannix fellow, I knew I was deluding myself.
Did he tell you how the Panari began?
He did not know much. Mostly some fanciful notions mixed with bits and pieces of history. As near as I was able to put together from speaking with him, Kryn Urden, the last surviving member of the council, started the Panari simply to maintain the wards, to periodically strengthen them, as it were.
Are you aware that Kanhua murdered Mannix?
When Mannix disappeared, I knew that something of that nature must have transpired.
And you did nothing about it?
I decided it was no longer my place to play a god. Who am I to decide who is right? When I took on that role before, well, you have already heard what happened then.
You're going to need to do something now. Tell me your story.
I feel as if I'd been waiting to hear those words since I awoke those many years ago. I had hoped it would never come to this. Why, Arcanum? Why can't you see the folly of the path you've chosen? What are you going to do about this situation?
What am I going to do? He's your son. What are you going to do?
I fear there is nothing I can do. I am old, tired. I do not believe I could stand up against my son now, even if I could find the heart to try.
Well, something has to be done.
I can think of only one possible strategy to defeat him now. You must retrieve the Vendigroth device that was meant to destroy him.
The what now? The Vendigroth device?
And so it was, above ground. There are many catacombs and tunnels lying beneath the surface. Some of the members attempted to retrieve it to use against Arcanum, but they never returned. We were forced to battle him without it, and you know the consequence of that.
What does the device do?
Extremely powerful mages have the ability to regenerate themselves whenever they are badly hurt, as I did. If one is powerful enough to hurt a master sorcerer gravely, the mage will retreat into his regenerative shell and emerge stronger than ever. The device is the only way known to disrupt the regenerating shield.
And disrupting the field kills the mage within?
Quite so. The technology of the device is designed to disrupt the field in such a way as to cause the shell to drain the life force instead of regenerating it. Quite gruesome to contemplate, actually. Further, it is said that one who is killed in this manner is forever separated from this world, with no chance of being returned magically or otherwise.
How can I find this device?
You must search the ruins of Vendigroth in the wastes where the city once lay.
Where can I find the ruins? The wastes are vast, you know.
I do not know exactly. Those days are long past, and with them a better part of my memory, I'm afraid. All I know is that at one point Vendigroth and its settlements spread out over that whole area now known as the Wastes. There was a bridge leading into the Vendigroth province. Here.
Why don't you retrieve the device?
I must conserve what little remains of my energy to banish you to the void once you have retrieved the device. The banishment spell is rarely performed by a single mage. Its power requirement is so great.
Hold a moment. You're going to banish me?
Certainly. If we were to wait for Aranax to breach the wards, I fear the loss of life would be immeasurable.
It seems everything is falling to me once again.
The irony of all this is not lost on myself. One might almost believe the prophecies to be true. It does appear that you are instrumental in halting this cataclysm. If only this were not necessary. I had hoped if Aranax ever returned, he would have realized the error of what he had done.
Judging from my encounter with him, I'd say he had not.
Yes. It is obvious to me that he has committed himself to a path which can only end in his destruction.
What do I do once I retrieve the device?
You must meet me at the site of the wards, the Ring of Broadguard, as they are now known. The barrier between the worlds is thin enough there for me to be able to send you across by myself. I would suggest that you bring as much help as you can recruit, as it will be no easy task to defeat Aranax.
I do it, but can you clarify some things for me before I'm off?
What is it that is troubling your thoughts? Whose tale of woe would you like to have?
What was the story behind
recounted?
Gorgoth?
Gorgoth's is a simple tale, though disturbingly common in the age of legends. He was a mindless beast with an insatiable appetite. He had a liking for halflings, if I recall correctly. Bringing him low took quite a fierce battle, though a mindless one. He could think of nothing to do with him, so he banished him to the void to keep him from wreaking any more havoc. What is it that is troubling your thoughts? Whose tale of
Kurgan.
Kurgan was a member of the council. The only human one, in fact. He was a dabbler, he was. Always experimenting and searching for new magics. His discovery of the necromantic arts was the beginning of the end for him. The council took a dim view of magics that had the ability to manipulate the very life force of a being, and we bade him to stop any further inquiries in that area.
I'm assuming he didn't.
He totally disregarded our warnings and continued his ghastly experiments. Aranax was assigned to investigate, and turned up the rather disturbing details. Kurgan had been stealing corpses and experimenting with their life forces. What was infinitely more disturbing to me, though, was the vehemence of Aranax's drive to have Kurgan banished rather than simply exiled.
What do you mean by experimenting with the life force?
Kurgan was pulling their spirits back from the other side to attempt to communicate with them, experimenting in different ways to perfect his resurrection magic, and worst of all, casting their life force out of the bodies once again.
What did Aranax's attitude in regards to all this trouble do?
Our mission was to impartially judge, to rule for the common good, regardless of our personal feelings. Aranax did not even attempt to hide his hatred of Kurgan. Worse, I always suspected that Aranax's hate was based more on the fact that Kurgan was a human on the Elven Council than on the facts of the case.
Do you not think Kurgan's crimes warranted this punishment?
I believe our decision was the correct one. It is just that there is a proper way to conduct oneself, and Aranax was neither unbiased nor objective. I began to have serious misgivings about his membership on the council after this. The whole Vendigrot situation exploded shortly afterwards, before I could come to a decision about Aranax's role on the council. What is it that is whose tale
about
of woe
Bane of
would you like?
Kree?
The Bane of Kree. Bringing him to justice was what established my reputation as a warrior, which eventually led to legends surrounding me which I had no control over. The Bane was a nomad warrior who was able to gather together nearly all the ancient nomadic tribes and create a vicious army out of them. I became involved when he slaughtered the army of Kree.
What happened then?
His legendary courage failed him. When faced with certain defeat, he lost his mind and fled back to Kree. He had his army slaughter every man, woman, and child in his desperation. I do not know what he hoped to accomplish by this. When I caught up with him, I was overcome by a bit of the madman myself. I banished him single-handedly in my fury, which is not an easy thing to do, even then. What is it that is troubling? Whose tale of woe? Rakator was a conniving coward who found a way to turn himself into a twisted monster, half man and half dragon. In this form, he terrorized cities and villages, killing their inhabitants and burning them to the ground. After a colossal battle and his defeat at the hands of the council, he cried and begged us not to banish him. Pathetic. Where is the device? Why are you delaying? It is of the utmost importance that we stop.
Wait, what would happen if I would kill him?
Where is the device? Why are you? Your very existence is a mistake.
So if I choose to try to kill him, he immediately banishes me to the void without a device. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Many got these. First, let's explore some of this island here. So we have some areas, locations to explore. I have the Pogar. The Pogar of this day now, so I know it was random. Home of a primitive tribe that worships a mysterious deity. Okay. Where's the tribe though?
I've never seen such a skillful blow.
Am I even here? I am here. Cool. Money. Oh, this is pretty crazy in terms of what it gives. If it's not bad, then that's gonna go on to someone for sure. anything else in here? I have to check out these forest areas for a bit. But that's possible, like there's nothing else here. Just these, just ruins, nothing else. Which is kind of sad, but okay. Yeah, nothing else is here. Okay. We must check quickly that I'm not missing anything, so... Oh, I'm missing something. Missing one thing and I'm not sure how to get there. Huh. How am I supposed to get there? Can I just go there? Wait, what? There's something over there on the tile, but how does one... I'm not entirely sure. That's a long path. Just see. There's like a, there should be like some kind of place called Half Ogre Island. I'm not sure if there is like an actual way to get there from this island. If there isn't, then I guess I have to find another way. It's just the same thing over and over again. No, in normal game you can't do this, so I'm just gonna check if it actually eventually gets to an island or not. Probably won't. Yeah, this looks like infinite water. Well, back to boat landing then. Check something quickly. So what's this place? Looking on the quest triggered by mattresses are in the front, and if you swing to... No, okay. It requires a quest pretty much. Nothing else. I see, I see. It's good. Let's go to Ashbury. I really want to go here. I want something that has a I want a place that has the picking identifier. Oh, there is one. Okay. Okay, where am I right now? Right here. Also, I need to go and check if I can find Virgil now. Can you identify? Oh, it is good. Oh wow. This looks really nice. Let's put it on someone that actually could use it. German maybe? Yep. Nice. Not bad. Let's go back to ship. Maybe we can go to... what was this place called exactly? Oh, I can't see it from here. Caladon, I think, is where Virgin might be right now. People that ask questions get banned. Why would they get banned? Got it. I personally just don't like people who are question machines, that's all. Usually people are not question machines, nobody gets time out of their band or anything. No, if you just ask questions and nothing else, it's really not a healthy way to have a discussion or anything. What do I want to go? Right, there's something going on. I think Virgil might be here now. I didn't even know I had rules. Let me find them. Done. Thanks. That was an old one as well, like over a year ago, so it's gone. Good point. Virgil is still not here? Okay, well, Virgil is officially disappeared then. Then I answer Google it. Google has the answers for you. So Virgil is not back yet. Where can I find Virgil anyway? Virgil is literally permanently gone. Well, let's do the menu stuff and then My game crashed. That was interesting. So no Virgil here. I'll do the Magick stuff and then come back, and maybe Virgil is then back. Where's my ship? Ashbury then. Did I go to Ashbury? Yeah, this is Ashbury. I think. Can take this. That?
How may I help you?
No, not you. Guys, we should not. I just want this. Your third favorite game ever. Okay. I'm just playing this for the nostalgia effect mostly. Never played them. I never will, because I would think that if it's a really old game and I never played them, then I probably never will. I just can't get into old games that I never played. I can only get into old games that I have played, so I have some kind of nostalgic feel to it. But if I never played this, no, I'm not gonna go into it. There's way too many games out there and not enough time to play them all, so... If I take new games, then I'll just take something from recent times. Reindeer growth, here we go. Pray tell, who are you? I'm Meldo Rubin, the renowned halfling adventurer. At your service, sir. A halfling adventurer? What are you implying? I can adventure with the best of them. I know that, Professor... Oh, that's a hard name to say. Professor Mike Professor Mike Americanuck? Okay. Interesting choice of words. I just say professor, that's easier. It's just that most halflings aren't much for adventuring, is all. Oh, well, I actually find most halflings a bit on the boring side, not really in their lives nor to the want any. Do you have time for some questions? Can you tell me of your adventures? I always love to speak of adventures. What can I share with you? Have you seen any cities in the wastes? Well, it's pretty empty out there and I haven't been here exploring all that long, but I found this one city way out in the waste surrounded by shifting sands. No roads led into or out of place. There was no obvious entrance, so I climbed the surrounding wall. From that vantage, I could see the whole place. Yeah, there were a lot of people inside, lots of different races. Everyone was wearing robes and acting very polite and all. Oh, that's Tulla probably. You go inside? No, I climbed back down and left. Bigger folk have their own ways and I won't be disturbing them. Would you please show me where it is on the map? I do not know, perhaps if you did something for me first. Look, tiny fool, you had better tell me. Hey Professor, thank you for the follow as well. I am Professor of Biochemistry. My name is Mike. I live in Canada, but I was born in the United States. So... what does the knock mean exactly? Because I wouldn't know. I think I've heard something somewhere about Canucks. I don't know. Okay. Well, that makes sense, Professor Mike. Professor Mike from Americanuck. Wow. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to call you Mike then, because that's your name. Welcome, Mike. My name is Rasmus. I'm from Estonia, and today I stream Arcanum for you. Trying to finish this. What if I pay you instead? Give me 100 coins, I will mark you on the map. Well, I have 55,000, so yeah, take it. Alright. May I indulge upon you to answer more questions? About your adventures. What kind of monsters have you seen in the desert? I have seen all kinds of strange critters. I have seen giant spiders with the upper body of a woman. What? That wasn't the strangest thing though. What could be stranger than that? Once I saw the darndest thing. Deep in the desert I saw a rock stand up and move around. I swear it looked at me too. Did you speak to it? Don't be absurd. I took off my hat, bowed graciously and left it to its own devices. Did you attack it? Such a typical question. No, I did not. I left. Have you found anything of interest in your travels? Well, yes, actually. I found a very interesting device on a foreigner here. He holds up a rather small, peculiar item for you to look at. I found this in some old ruins out in the waste. Really? Yes, the ruins were made of metal and of a sort I've never encountered before. There was all manner of junk around and inside them. I found this device while rummaging through it. I see. Some nasty lizards must live underneath it because they swarmed out at the noise and I had to retreat a ways. Well, you have to expect danger in my line of work. Okay, that's it, I guess. I joined America and cannot. Yep, yes you did. So what's your other top 2 games then? If this is the third in your, or if this is in your top 3, what are the other games in your top 3? What's better than Arcanum for you? So that's Tala. Let's, I'm not gonna check the map yet, I'm just gonna go over this quickly. Maybe find something on the way. So yeah, I've completed the, like, since you just joined, I completed the Ancient Gods questline already, so I'm just ready to get the Vending of Device and get the Allfather Blessing. Did that last episode for like I think 2 hours, just going from one altar to another altar and doing the blessings in the right order. Oh, it's a spider. Oh, that is the spider with the woman's body or something. Insectress Hunter. Gateway to the wastes. No, 2 Insectress Hunters. They're pretty low level for some reason. Level 15 only.
I've never seen such a skillful blow.
So where's the city? I remember there being like a bunch of different locations here, so... Hopefully I can find some random ones before going to Tula. So no, Tula is the actual target, but... We'll have to see. The City of Mages. I wonder how if they even will accept me, because I'm very technological. Dark Elf Camp, nice. That's one location. Anything else, or is just this one location for the time being? Hey Focus, what's up? Just check quickly. Oh, there's a bunch of locations. Mysterious ruins of the Wastes and the Wendigo ruins. Oh, actually not that many. So let's check if we can find these. Where are they? Just south of that cacti. Can you find it? Or is it a dialogue option? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Then I don't need this anymore. Nothing special. I'm trying to finish this game today. Oh hello, what the? Lizards? Level 7 lizards. Ah, just chilling. Having a very chill day. Oh, somebody else. Oh, there's one more lizard. The doggy will kill you. So what is this place? There's some old stuff. You picked something up, I think. Thank you. Raven is standing there. There's bullets. I think he picked something up. Maybe. Oh, did you pick something up? Not sure. Why do you have a short bow? Don't need a short bow. Anything else in here? Anything of interest? Doesn't seem to be anything else in here. Just nothing. Random ruins. Okay, to light these. No, never mind. Dark Elf Camp first. The Dark Elf Space Camp near the ruins of Wendigo. Oh, the Dark Elves are my sworn enemies, so let's talk and then fight, I guess. Oh, never mind, there are no Dark Elves here. They have all left. Wow, this is... There's nothing here, literally. Wow, okay. To light these then. Don't know if you noticed, Focus, but I managed to finally do that world record in that hovercraft event that we did the other time. But I went solo and did it in like third try, I think. Greetings, traveler. What is this place? Ah, it is you. Jorian told us to be expecting you. You meant there. Thank you, but who is Jorian and what is this place? Jorian the Diviner. He is inside waiting for you. And this place is Tulla, the city of mages. Boink. Okay, hard save time. No, it's this crap. I remember this crap. Your countenance shines brightly from your pure heart. Of course it does. Unidentified sword. Okay. Lots of random stuff we've never seen before. Human wizard. Yes, what is it? Hello, sir. Might I ask your name? I am Horzod Munk, apprentice mage in the College of Phantasm. How do you do, sir? Very well, thank you. Might I ask you a few questions, Herzod? What can you tell me of Tulla, Herzod? Tulla? Oh, it's a wonderful place, full of such strange things and interesting people. If only I didn't have to do all this bloody schoolwork. How's a fellow supposed to enjoy himself if his nose is always in the books? Do you have much schooling left? Oh, not really. A few bothersome papers, some illusionary presentations, nothing all that difficult. Of course, there is the final examination. There's a maze underneath Tulla. It was built by an illusionist centuries ago, an old elf by the name of Falkin. In order to pass the final exam, I need to retrieve a platinum chalice from the middle of Falkin's maze and bring it back to the master illusionist. It is not that I don't think I can do it, it's just that there's so much else that I'll be doing. Perhaps I might be able to assist you. Now, there's a possibility, yes. That just might work out nicely. That way I could run out later with the boys. There's a fireball tourney later this afternoon that I'd love to play in. Fine. And I've got an old skull of Phantasmal Fiend around here somewhere. Shall we call that your payment? Done. The skull is yours once you return with the chalice. Side quest, eh? Don't think I've ever done it before. Well, the chests were unlocked. Bookstand. We have some random stuff that I don't think I need right now. What's this? Not much here. Oh, there's someone here. Tulla, student of Magick. I like how they say spell Magick with C and K in this game. Oh. Magically held. Interesting. Have the pure of heart to visit. Okay. What's in here? These are all magically held. I don't have the unlock cantrip thing to unlock them. This is some kind of magic again. Oh, it's locked. Interesting. What? I got some kind of Belosian's amulet? Okay. All that comes before is rooted in this earth, in this water, in this fire, in the air that surrounds us. Not thought of as last, but as what came first, and the final step before you come to me. What? Okay. Whatever that means. Kanto 3. I'm gonna get all the kantos or whatever it is they are. Kanto 4, I guess. Kanto 2. Any more kantos? No, it just seems to be these 4. So what is this? There is only one step which begins a journey. Wise are they who wear the cloak of truth. Clear is their way, clear is their vision, and clear will be that which they seek. Power stands strong. Not first above, but just underneath, as all that is raised needs the power to raise it. The tie that binds the first to the last, the first to its child, is the spirit of all, the spirit that calls, and the way much brighter before the what? I remember very barely something about this Cantos, but I think it was like a quest or something. Okay. Cool.
How may I help you?
I don't think it works with them, so... The looks of it, this is number 1. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. This is number 2. No, it's not. Oh, that's number 4. Okay. Yeah, I played this game a long time ago. Last time I played this was like 10 years ago or something like that. When I was much younger and I didn't understand English that well. Greetings, traveler. Long have I waited for you to come. What do you mean? The signs, traveler. You read them, did you not? The mural of enlightenment, the verses of the wanderer. The objects you have assembled here today. All of these were signs I left for you. And there were also signs for me, so that I would know you when you came. So you knew all this time you've just been waiting for me? Yes, traveler. I was blessed with the gift of seeing the future, and I knew that someday you would need my help. So I am here, and you are here. How is that? How is it that I can be of service? Actually, I had a few questions. Who is this anyway? Like, it's dead and no, nothing else. Then I should do my best to answer. Where are the Wendigoth ruins? That's very easy, traveler. The apparition points to a place on your map. It's super funny how this game works. Like, it's like, where are the Wendigoth ruins? Hey, look, this is my map. And he goes like, it's there. I'm a fucking coast. There it is. I point you on your map, on your massive map. It's so weird. Oh yeah, it's a random coast on top of a fountain or something. Hey, show me your map, okay? It's here. It's here. Makes no sense, but it's funny. A place of sorrow, a place of death. What can you tell me about them? Wendigoth was an amazing place, traveler. There are wonders now here in your time, but I tell you, Wendigoth was a city of marvels and wonders. So it's kind of a rupture in Bioshock or something. This thing you call technology, the people of Wendigoth mastered it long before the dwarves. I can't even begin to describe the things they created, but then Aranax became very angry with them. He feared technology. Yes, and he annihilated them because of it. Tread carefully in the ruins of old Wendigoth, traveler. The blood of its people still screams for retribution, for revenge. It is an evil place, twisted by pain and fury. Your journey there will not be an easy one. What can you tell me about the Wendigoth device? It was a device they created to destroy him. And destroy him it would have, traveler. If a machine can be thought of as evil, then this Venrikov device would be called such. What does it do exactly? Put very simply, it severs the soul from this world forever. A person killed with this device can never return to the lands of the living. It is the true and final death, the last step in the dark journey. I'm confused, what role do I play in all of this? Your role is a strange one, traveler. On one hand, you might say that you are merely fate's puppet, destined to play the role given you. But if you look at it another way, it is you, and only you, that has any choice whatsoever. It is everyone else who dances the strings. In the end, how you see things is your decision and your decision only. An interesting viewpoint. A few more questions. If you can see the future, how does all this end? Pelosian laws. I knew you were going to ask that question. Did you really expect an answer? I suppose not. I think that's all. Thank you, Pelosian. Yes, I must go as well. My long vigil is over, and I can finally go to my rest. Fate is not yet chosen, and death himself awaits. Farewell, traveler. I guess I finished Tulla part before I ever started Tulla part, pretty much. Interesting. That was... Now let's go in. That turned out much better than expected. Nothing in here. I also wanna find that maze out, wherever that maze is. Underneath the Tulla. So, who are you? Master Mage, level 50. Greetings, Master. What college are you, Master, Great Mage? I am Mr. Edgar Gerald, Master of the Mental Spell College. Please explain me the magical college of Mental to me. Certainly. The Mental College deals with manipulating the mind of another person or even beast. Incredibly useful against an adversary. The power of Mental can be quite intoxicating. It is an easy power to abuse. Such power to manipulate the mind of another. Yes, I can see how it would be easy to abuse such power. Is there anything else, Trimshon? Oh, you just know my name, okay. What do you think of technology, sir? It is a frivolous waste of time, if you ask me. I cannot fathom the fascination that technology holds of many. Magic is clearly the more powerful tool. How well it is said that the fool is born every moment. An interesting opinion. Thank you for sharing it with me. Thank you for your time. I mean, I guess he's the master of mental, so he would just look into my head and see my name or something. Greetings, Master. May I ask what college you have mastered? I am Rizard, Master of Force. Please explain Force to me. The magical college of Force deals with drawing upon the natural energies that surround us. Through extreme concentration and sheer volition, you learn to draw this energy into yourself, shape it to your will, and then dispense it to do your bidding. It is an extremely powerful magic. Have you heard of electrical, the technological opposite to force? I have not. I highly doubt this technology is even remotely equivalent to my magic. From what I have heard, it is not possible to shape these technological items to your will at all, and that each serves only a single purpose. How wasteful. If you look into it, I think the electrical discipline will surprise you. Do you require anything further? No, thank you for your time. Okay. There's all kinds of magic, so this is lots of mess stuff. Oh, there's some two people there. I don't really want to go and talk with everyone. Oh, what is... okay. Greetings, Master. May I ask what college you have mastered? I am Adatarian, Master of Earth. Welcome, Master of Air. Okay. Don't really tell me anything extra. There's a water elemental, or I mean air elemental, just swimming there. Swimming? Trim please. Not swimming. What is this? What college? Divination. Okay. Meh. Don't care, don't care. Anything interesting in here? Where's the way down anyway? There's like 16 schools, not much to know. Because like all these are magical schools. Yeah, 16 schools. So probably 16 rooms. There's a way up somewhere. The so wizened figure doesn't react to your approach. You cannot even certain he has even seen you. Excuse me? Ah, it is the Wanderer. You are here to speak with Simeon Thor. I am. Before you may see him, you must do something for me first. With vital information, the fate of Arcanum hangs in the balance. That may be. Nasrudin sent me. That is not how I see it. Then you know what I am doing. Perhaps. That is not how this works. How this works is that I beat you until you let me enter. Go and gaze upon the mural in the main hall. It is near a glowing circle of the forum. Certainly you must have passed it on your way here. Then you may enter to see Simeon Thor. Okay. Mural of Enlightenment. Yeah, I've already done that. I've already done this. I have the cantons and everything. Should I can put the cantons away, I think. You want the books, right? I know you do. You may now enter and speak with Simeon Thor. Why did you have me look at the mural? Because that is what you needed to do. Oh, hello. What's this? You see what appears to be the view of Stillwater. You see what appears to be a view of Ashbury. You see what appears to be a view of Torrent, Blackroot, Caladon, and the Ring of Broadgar.
May the gods bless your journeys. May the gods.
I guess I can't even talk to him really because I already completed the Pigeon or whatever the thing was. Pelogian's thing. Okay, there's nothing for me to do here then. But how can I go to the maze? Where's the way down? Huh. Huh. Where is the way down? Now that's the real question. So there has to be a maze here somewhere. Ah, okay. Fire elemental. Where the hell is the maze? Oh, this is gonna be interesting. It's like one side quest, but I can't do because I don't know how to access the maze. I have read through the chalice from Falcon's Maze. Let me quickly look for it because otherwise I will be just here forever. Falcon's Maze, eh? Where the hell is that? Okay, interesting. So I got the ring already, right? I think I did. Yeah, Harkin's coin. Yeah, I have one. Just missed the place where to put it. It's like, yeah, yeah, okay. Fancy chest. Well. Huh. Okay, this takes already too much time. Where is it again? Okay, so I'm currently Okay. Hamlet. Now it's helmet's time. That's I would have never figured that out. Now it's boots contest dagger. What's now? What do you mean?
How can I help?
Did I do something incorrectly?
How can I help you?
What the shit? What? Wait, what? I don't get this one. No equipment, ring, amulet, helmet, boots, gauntlets, dagger, all equipment, no equipment. So it should let me go. It's not letting me through. Oh, never mind, because there it is. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I've done that. That took like forever. Okay, cool. That was way too complicated for a moment there. Everything was fine in the final room, just that literally all of my guys were standing on top of the chalice. So we didn't see the fucking I didn't see the chalice. They had to pick up. Getting cares out, I have retrieved the chalice. You have? That's grand. Here's the scroll I promised you. Listen, let's keep this between you and I. I don't think the headmaster would approve of my methods. Cool, cool. Some random scroll that I don't need. Well, it's final area here. In this area, and then soon we're gonna go to the void. Does I understand Renegade Ruins are actually pretty massive dungeon, so it's gonna be a while for me to be there. And I still need to find Virgil. Where the fuck Virgil went? Oh, you. Oh, now you're afraid? Won't be afraid. I won't hurt you. Not really. I want daytime. Thank you. There's something similar also existing in Pillars of Eternity. A massive statue that you can kind of go deep underneath and like discover a dungeon that is built around the statue. Like super deep. I don't really need to go and kill them because I already have all the loot I need. Or rather, XP. I have the maximum amount of XP. Oh, hello. More of them. Tiny spiders. Lol. Done. To the ruins we go. This is not that big, but not that small either. Thank you. Money. So it will be a very technological base. Oh, look at that one. Plagueish maiden. I can't attack him because it's right. It was right in the door. Okay. Empty chest. Schematic. Okay. What's this schematic all about? Vivifier. Regenerative capabilities beyond even the most all physical and mental characteristics. Subjects were faster, stronger, smarter, and more. Right? Yeah, I think that's the only one here right now. Only new thing. Yep. Renegade newspaper. Ooh. The Renegade Times. Price 2 coins. Professor Hanley to test submersible. League of Scientists dispute his theories. Professor Aldous Hanley is scheduled to launch his fully submersible watercraft tomorrow at noon, but his colleagues in the League of Scientists claim his theories are wrong and that he is placing himself in great mental danger. His theories on buoyancy and air recycling are based on sound principles, but he has come to at best questionable conclusions regarding his ability to control these important factors. Hey, Holy Rust Metal, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the one bit. Stated his colleague, Professor Jonathan Frink. He continued, I fear his plan for re-establishing buoyancy by means of pressurized air is doomed to failure. When that monstrosity submerges, I fear it will never rise again. I have implored him to do more tests before conducting field studies, but he is determined to prove his theories right at any cost. Professor Hanley's craft, which resembles a large sea creature, can be seen at Dixon's Landing on the south port before its inaugural run tomorrow. Charity Ball. The Ladies' Society of Wendigoth will once again hold a charity ball this Saturday evening. This event will benefit orphans and survivors of foreign wars. Festivities will begin at 8 p.m. Strict dress code will be enforced. Tax relief. The governor is considering lowering the levy of incomes in Wendigoth by 2 points for every 50 earned. The governor has refuted all public criticism to the decree by his cabinet. Tidal figures. High tides will occur at 6:15 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. today, with low tides at approximately 1:05 p.m. and 25 minutes after midnight. Full tidal charts can be found on page 8. This PC game, yeah, it's from 2001. Called Arcanum of Steamworks and Magick Obscura. Somebody else can pick it up if they want. And there it goes. Boy. Hello.
Wow, I've never seen such a skillful blow.
One done. Good. Oh, there's someone there. So what's the loot here? Pure roll, nice. Elixir of physical prowess. Interesting. Large bore Wendigothian rifle. Can be taken. Can be put onto someone who will never use it.
How
Like
may I?
Raven. I know you want to keep this, right? Why is this? Yeah, you need to be shooting them. Don't use such weapons, Raven. Oh wait, he actually has more room. Raven.
How may I help?
Give me the gun away. Give me the Eleven Hunter bow away. Like this one. You can carry it all. He has the space. Come on. Is it 5? Oh yeah, there isn't enough space. I can do it this. Okay, that's better. I want to check out your stream. I think you were in Chotacos. I have to go, but I'll be back another time. Alright. See you later, Holy Rust Metal. And yeah, I am on Chotacos. Looks like they're going to be live in a few minutes. I won't be able to finish this game in at least like hour and a half or 2 hours. Probably. What's back here anyway? There's something back here. There's a vent. Vent further down. Another vent. Nothing shall. Where's this vent go? Oh. Side area. Critical miss. Nice. See ya. Vendigrothian elixir. Ancient consciousness. Hello. Does that mean I can finally build this? Oh yeah, but I don't have the technical thing. Chuka, I know you. Wanna keep these things on yourself? I know you do. So I'm gonna put this on you. Oh yeah, it's that one. Can keep that. Anything here that weighs a lot? Keep these. Take a lot of my space away. Okay. This part is done. Let's go further down. Nothing back there. Nothing back here. Vendigroth key 1. Or more damaged. By how much? Meh. Professor Hunley missing, presumed dead. Experimental submersible fails to return. Professor Aldous Hunley of the League of Scientists has been listed as missing and presumed dead after his experimental craft failed to return to port at his previously scheduled time. This is a sad day for all science, commented his sometime adversary on the council, Professor Jonathan Frink. We may have disagreed on quite a few matters, but we respected each other's opinions. He will be missed. Professor Hunley launched his experimental submersible some 7 days past and was scheduled to return 2 days ago. Professor Frink predicted this as a likely outcome and tried to dissuade Hunley from proceeding with the test to no avail. I imagine my colleague is resting somewhere on the ocean floor. About now, he was heard to say as he walked away from the press conference where Hunley's disappearance was made public. So actually, the funny thing here is that it kinda succeeded, but he never came back to Magick. The submarine actually is currently on the Isle of Despair. You can actually go to that submarine very early in the game. So yeah, the submarine totally arrived somewhere, but not and did not sink to the bottom of the seafloor. University seeks replacement. The engineering school of the University of Vendigroth is looking for a replacement for Professor Hunley, who is now presumed dead. All qualified applicants are requested to apply in person. Prohibition. The spectre of prohibition has risen once again, and the governor considers a bill to ban the sales of spirits in the confines of the city proper. Supporters of the bill cite increased crime and work absenteeism figures as the principal show of cause for the hill, while its critics cite similar statistics during the last prohibition era over 30 years ago. Okay. Let's heal up. So we have quite a few areas here. Where's the next vent though? Not that for sure. There's something there though. Oh, there's a vent. Oh, let's keep going. Go, doggy, go. Good dog. Good boy. Another trap. Thank you. Thank you. Too much reading, it hurts. But that mage was probably about Arcanum. Mage certain Spendrift, yeah, that's probably Arcanum. Good boy. Nice. Okay, what's back here? Another trap. Key. Some healing stuff. Where does this vent go?
Wow, I've never seen such a skillful blow.
Oh, probably that's the correct way then. Spike. Okay. What's inside? When you crafty and padded leather gloves. Okay. And a schematic. War gauntlets. That has to be, let me see. Here probably. Yeah, but I don't have the what is it? I don't have the required skill for it, and I can't do them anyway. I wonder if he can do it. Where is...
How can I help you?
Oh, I can't do anything either. Don't have the skill. Much sadness. I'm not gonna go in there yet because that's the way to go. What is that? Siren spider? Siren spider it is. Interesting. Critical miss, killed himself. Or herself, if the spiders are female. I wouldn't know. What is this anyway? Thank you very much. Would I give it away to you? No. You? Yes. Yay! Healing stuff. Much needed healing stuff. Because since my technological aptitude is really high, magical healing doesn't really work on me. So I had to rely on healing items. This should be the final area now. Oh wow. Okay, where's the big altar? Is the big altar here? Not from the looks of it. It might be in one of it might be in one of the vents though. Lol. He did. Or she did. Okay. The key. Lol. 1,500 gold, nice. Not that there's really anything for me to do with that kind of money right now. And I already did the Stringy Beat quest, so I can't really pay 50,000 gold anymore for a ship. Like, that's one of the options you can do. Pay 50,000 gold for a ship. Nothing here. Where is this going? I'm also looking for a shrine right now. No, no, no. Alright. Don't really need them then, if I can't do anything with them. What the hell is this area? Where the hell am I going? Do I really want to go there here right now? Oh my god, these are all automatons. These are all automatons. Okay, let's not go there yet. It might be the passage to the shrine, but we don't know. So let's not go there yet. Let's explore the other areas. AJ has gone live. Jesus. What? Is this something here for this one? Yeah. Large bore when you go to rifle plus ancient gun chassis. Deadly beyond compare. Peravind Roch, master of gunsmith, has created power beyond even the handle with care. Lol. Lots of different schematics of things to build. Big spider. Silent Queens. Yeah, this is the way to go. So the automaton is the side passage, probably for the shrine I need to find. Works. Nothing in there. Oh, never mind. This is the shrine. Yes, that is the passage further in. Okay, let's make a hard save here then. I'm not sure if he's gonna kill me or not, but I've done this old father thing now. All gods have a father, and he watches over them. His children call, his children all, he holds them all as gems. But Valorian is hard and old, and his ways are set in stone. He has all, and expects all. With your life, and you will atone. But beware what you give. If his children you don't know, the Lord takes all, and the Lord returns all, and his power he'll bestow. Yep. Exactly. So before we go on there,
what would you like? I'll wait.
Wait here.
How can I help you? It's
Oh,
about.
fuck.
How can I help you? What would you?
Wait here. Wait.
How may I help you? Yeah. Yes, I'll wait.
Wait. Please wait here. Wait here, and where's the doggy? Wait. Alright. Valorian's blessing of ultimate power. You have joined the free circus and offered your life to Valorian, the Allfather. Therefore you receive his blessing of ultimate power. So I should have like crazy levels of, yeah, extra fatigue, extra HP, some kind of big bonuses to many things. Coolio. Okay, let's, I'm gonna do something now. I'm gonna keep them there for a bit while I go and kill some automatons without any weapons, because, well, I need to kinda not waste my weapon HP, I guess. Hey, what's up? Yeah, this works. Much better. Yeah, this looks great. Anything in here? Oh, there's a door. Oh, it's locked. Picked. Schematic. What is it? No, I already have the schematic. Okay, but this was useless. Actually, I think this is better. Yeah. Easier this way. 3 of them. I'm literally crawling with automatons right now. Just to spare my weapon of getting damaged. Oh. Unknown chemical compound. Wait, what? Money. Not sure what this is all about, but okay. Still a bunch of them to kill. I think he's over here. I'll use one of those for those. Cool. Nothing over there. Oh, another newspaper. file. Okay. What does this newspaper talking about? Scalon structure destroyed by mage. Is this Aeronix stuff? Don't know, they're not really talking about the mage. Or they're not really talking about Aeronix. Okay, just to be sure, let's go and check what's down there. More automations, more automatons, yeah. Okay, let's go then. Solo carrying this place. Nice. So what do we have in here? We have that one. That's it. Rendrograph device. 10 stone only. Alright. This part is done. Alright guys, it's all done.
How can I help you? It's about...
Rejoin.
How may I help you? I'm...
Alright, let's go. And now we have to go outside. Back to our ship, which is currently in Ashbury. Oh, it's getting hot in here. In this room right now. Not this way. This way. No, wait. This way. I mean, yeah, I could use the faster method as well. But I'll just run. Faster method would be using combat mode and like fast turn-based combat. Then you can just kind of teleport through. Alright. This is done. Let's slip until here. Go all the way to Ashbury and then look for Virgin first. I'm gonna look for Virgin first. But do we actually have to go to Roseboro, I think? So Caladon is anyway the way to go. Yeah, Shade's Beach, that's the place where the ship is. What is it? Submersible. Let us trade. You want this? No, we don't want these things. You want this? No.
How can I help?
Magnus probably. Let's quickly go down here. We have some unidentified items that we should get identified. So you have something for me, right? I have this one.
How can I help?
Someone else had something like this one. Cane axe, charm sword. Okay, you wanna buy any of these? No, you don't wanna buy any of these. Buy these black diamonds off from me, I don't really need them anymore. I don't need most things here anymore. Oh, that's better. Cool. To Caladon we shall go. To look for Virgil. But Virgil probably doesn't want to be part of the crew anyway when we head to the void. Because there's no coming back from there. Is this my ship? I think this was my ship. Paladin time. Okay, let me quickly check where Virgil actually is. I want at least to find him. Oh wait, what? Did I just read it correctly? I think Virgil is dead. Literally dead. I have to go and check. But it looks like Virgil is dead. Yep, Virgil is supposed to be here as a dead body problem, and you would have to resurrect him. Oh, I guess Virgil is dead then. Fine. Okay. Well, that mystery is solved. Roseboro, here we go. Let's just go and finish it. Virgil is dead. Well, I guess this is my final kill. Chaka, Salk Meadman, Magnus, Jormund, Raven, and who's a good boy? The dog. Okay, where's the world map now? Come on. I'm gonna go to Roseboro already. We are finally leaving this world permanently. Everybody in my crew is leaving this world. It's like you're all gonna be banished. Maybe I should like make a hard save before I go down there. Just let them all disband and go down there myself. That's one of the options. Without banishing them all. So that's kind of really rude to banish everybody here. Maybe just keep the doll and maybe Raven. Okay, let's make a super hard save. Trim 60, no return. Alright. So I'm gonna...
I'm sorry. I just need a few moments alone. I'm sorry. I didn't want this to happen. I'm trying so hard to be strong.
What's going on?
I don't know. I've never really had to face what I feel about all this until right now. I'm not afraid. I know that we have the strength to overcome Aranex when the time comes. It's just that, well...
What is it?
It's you. I guess I shouldn't say that I'm not afraid. I am afraid. Afraid of what I feel. For you, I mean. You see, not long ago I'd have given my life 1,000 times for my people with no thought and no regret. But now, here with you, I'm sorry,
Good God, woman! But we have a word to say when you're blubbering. Oh, please continue.
You never told me what happened to Renford, but I know he's dead. Because humans have so little time. So you see, even if we survive, I have even greater pain to face someday. I'd rather face Aranex and all of his Dark Legions 1,000 times over than ever think about that pain.
This feeling, it transcends fear, pain, even death.
I don't know what to say. My heart tells me to run as far and as fast as my legs will carry me, but I cannot. For as long as the trees stand strong and the wind sings among them, I am yours. I will always be yours.
Raven, my love.
No, no more words. We have so little time. I think it's time we return, my love.
And you will return with me.
As if I'd leave you now. Together we...
Yes, together. So, yeah, many options. But, I actually think I'm gonna keep only some of them with me and not just banish everyone. Maybe never mind, let's just banish everyone for now. Or should I? Maybe I should. No, never mind. Yeah, let's go with this crew for now, and I can do later maybe another run where I go alone or something.
Are you prepared to face Aranex?
Yes.
Then it is time. May your gods accompany you to the other side and help you to stop Aranex.
They had better, or we're all in a bit of trouble. Here we are. That's out of demons. Oh, void lizards. Let's kill all of them. They don't deserve to be alive. Yeah, come at me, bro. I can take all of you. There's a few more still. And a few more, in this particular area at least. Alright. This part is cleared. Let's check out this one first, maybe. Oh, this is the way back, I think. I wanna find all the banished creatures first. Oh, hello. Go to the white passage, but we don't wanna go there yet. Okay. Why can't I go to other places? Hold on. What's your business here? I'm here for Aronnax. No particular reason. Okay. Okay. I'm here for Aronnax. Get out of my way. Ah, yes, of course. We were told to expect visitors. Aronnax inside. Feel free to enter and speak with him.
Yes? What is it?
Before you sits an elf, his legs crossed, his head down. An air of weariness surrounds him. He notices your presence and slowly, purposefully stands and addresses you. Aronnax, I presume.
Your presumption is correct. And who might I have the pleasure of addressing?
I am Drimshon.
Well, what brings you to my corner of oblivion?
I've become involved in events beyond my control. Enough with the pleasantries, Aronnax. I come to stop you.
Interesting. And just what is it that you are going to stop me from doing? I have so many things on my social calendar these days, it is difficult to know which you are making reference to in particular.
I will not permit you to escape the void and return to Arcanum.
You will not permit me? How droll. You really have absolutely no idea what you are involved with here, do you?
It's my destiny to bring an end to your evil tyranny.
My tyranny? That is rich. Hilarious. I have not had this much entertainment for hundreds of years.
You're mocking me. If you're not keeping me from killing you, however.
You are welcome to try. This shell is impervious to any damage you might inflict upon it.
That can wait.
Interesting. And just what is it that you are going to stop me from doing? I have so many... You will not permit me? How droll. That is a feeling I have much familiarity with. Sometimes I feel that my fate was decreed from an early age.
You are here because of your actions, not some cruel twist of fate.
Do not misunderstand me. I take full responsibility for my actions. Though, how are one's actions determined, really? How is our view of the world shaped? Mine was shaped by arguably the most powerful individual in the world, my father. He raised me on tales of the righteous superiority of the elves and the destiny that brought us to rule over all the races.
I don't think it was Nasruddin's intent that you destroy a whole city.
What did he expect? He shoved a young, immature, and inexperienced fool into a position of immense power and set me loose on the world. Why didn't he stop me? He should have stopped me.
Wait, are you trying to tell me you feel guilt over what you did?
Most certainly. I have had 2,000 years of my grievous errors and judgment replaying themselves in my mind. One tends to grow a bit of a conscience in all that time.
Where was your new conscience when you threatened my life?
I did no such thing. I've been here for ages. Do you really think I could reach across the void to torment you? You fool! You think this is my protection? This is my prison! I've been trapped inside this shell for nearly 2,000 years!
What? But that's impossible. This must be some sort of trick.
I assure you, it is not a light-hearted jest, though I wish that it were. I have been trapped here since soon after I was banished to this realm.
Who could have possibly trapped someone of your power here?
This is Kurgan's doing. When I first came here and realized what he was becoming, I attempted to stop him. Our battle was intense, yet brief. As you can see, I was not the victor.
Kurgan the necromancer that you hated and had banished?
One and the same. It looked as if I was correct as to the effects of his experimentation. His dark magics have transformed him hideously, in body and spirit.
Do you think he could be behind all this?
Being that I am trapped in here, my opportunities to get information are, shall we say, a bit limited. On the rare occasion Kurgan has deigned to visit me to play his intellectual games, he has dropped some veiled clues that might make sense in light of what you've told me. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say Kurgan is impersonating me.
To what end?
It sounds as if these dark elves you mentioned have patterned themselves after the misguided philosophy of my youth. They are proving to be powerful allies in his quest to return to Arcanum, it seems. I doubt they would be willing to help Kurgan the Terrible return to exact his revenge.
So Kurgan is the one I'm here to stop.
That would appear to be the case. If you were able to facilitate my release from this prison, it would be my pleasure to help you destroy Kurgan.
Of course I'll help you. How can I get you out of here? Let's tell the truth.
I'm afraid I do not know. I do not believe Kurgan could maintain this from a distance, so there must be something near here.
I'll go away then. Okie dokie. Smoky rookie. Whoop whoop. Do.
Many thanks for releasing me from my horribly lengthy incarceration, sir. I am at your service.
It's high time you should Kurgan that out of his ways.
We could do well to recruit some help. I know some beings in this realm that we might be able to convince to follow us. Perhaps you have heard of them. The Bane of Kree, Gorgoth, and Krakator.
How do we find
I don't
them?
know. We will need...
Oh, he is currently with me, but he is not my follower. Oh, he is my follower. Interesting. Interesting. Totally is my follower. Do we have something for you? We have that.
What may I do? What may I do?
Doesn't want it. Huh.
How can I help?
You want this?
What may I do?
Okay.
How can I help?
Okay, this is interesting. We have
What may I do?
no, this is not cool for her in any way.
How may I help?
Huh. I did not plan for this.
What may I do?
I did not plan for this, but I guess we have Arcanum with me now.
What may I do for you? What is it that you wish of me then?
Why did you destroy Wendigo?
When they began constructing their device to protect themselves from my unprovoked attacks, I lashed out without thinking and destroyed them all. My fear of what technology could bring was so pervasive, I never thought there was any other solution.
You sound as if you get direction.
Most certainly. I've had 2,000. Do not misunderstand me. I take full. What is it that you wish of me then? What are your questions?
Where is the Black Mountain Glen?
I do not know. I would assume the gate they are building is located somewhere near Kurgan's castle.
Like, you're banished to the void and you have a fucking castle in here. Yeah, that's Kurgan's castle for sure. Wow, there's some crazy creatures here. Check this place out. Gorgoth. Oh. Nice. Wait, animal carcass. Me Gorgoth. Gorgoth need food. Gorgoth? You mean tea Gorgoth? What a small word. Gorgoth hungry. Of course, my good man. Have you a moment? Gorgoth eat you, little man. Look good. That's no good. Listen, I'm here to defeat Aronax. What? Gorgoth no care about Aronax. Need food. Food, little man. Taste good. Wait, I have this animal carcass. Will that too? Yes, Gorgoth like meat. Meat. If I give it to you, will you help me fight Aronax? Ah, yes, I'll kill anything for food. Okay, here we go. Good food. Go kill Aronax. Right. And we have Gorgoth. Wow. Just fucking wow. He's also master of melee, just like me. Nice. Beauty, 2. Intelligence, 2. Nice. Me Gorgoth, me fight for food. Me follow you as long as I got food. Nice. Everybody's joining me. Joining me for the big fight. Look at this fucking force. Jesus. Get food. What do we have in here? Some random area. Get food. My dude is blocking me. Gorgat just doesn't die. Whoa.
An impressive attack.
And you killed all of them. Nice. Alright, everybody go. I can't really get out of here because there's Magnus in my way. Please move.
Most assuredly. Most assuredly.
I don't know what's going on right now. What the hell is going on? What's going on with you? Finally he's moving. Yeah, that was really stupid what was going on there. Okay. We're going again.
An impressive attack.
One more. Okay, what's here? Needs more food. Wait, can we go back?
What may I do for you?
Before we go in there. Can I get some food for him? Okay. I understand you need more food. I'll try to get you some food. No food? There is no food. Who dares disturb the mighty Krakatur? I suppose that would be me. Dreadfully sorry about that. Sorry! Do you have any idea the powers I can bring to bear against you? The wrath of Krakatur knows no bounds. I'm very sure. Perhaps I could ask you a few questions, O mighty one. I suppose I must let you live long enough to answer some questions. Why don't you tell me about a bit about yourself, Krakatur? What do you want to know about your fearsome Krakatur? Tell me about your life in Arcanum. My life in Arcanum was a millennia ago. Such are the lives of gods. But I will tell you, once I was a mere mortal, just as you are. I lived in a small village where I was ridiculed and belittled, just for being different. Granted, I may not have always been the easiest person to live with, but it isn't the way of strong men. But isn't that the way of strong men? I was a visionary, and I was scorned because of it. So I was out adventuring, as I was prone to do, and I happened across an old temple in the mountains. There I found an old scroll which described a spell so powerful, so horrible, that I still believe it was hidden away on purpose. Before me, there had been no man in the history of Arcanum who would have handled such old and powerful magic. This scroll described a spell to transform a man into a terrible dragon beast. All it required was the right words and a drop of dragon's blood. As you can probably guess, dragon's blood is usually in fairly short supply. The last dragon in Arcanum was Bellerogrim, the mightiest, most fearsome creature who walked the land. And so I went straight to his lair and battled him to the death in order to get a single drop of blood. It was a ferocious battle, but in the end I was victorious. Even as a mortal man, I was very, very brave and powerful. And so, with the blood of Bellerogrim, the dragon, I used the scroll and became the evil and destructive Krakatur, mighty Krakatur, pillager of cities, devourer of women and children. And Krakatul roars with, I think I understand. How did you get sent here? Nasruddin seemed to paint a different picture of the battle. What? You've spoken to with Nasruddin? He's not still alive. It's been more than 2000 years. Doesn't still hold a grudge about all of that, does he? I mean, let bygones be bygones. That's what I always say. I mean, let Nasruddin fear the power of Krakatur. Let him be glad that a way stands between him and I will tear the flesh from his... Listen, I need your help with Kurgan. Kurgan? What do you mean? What do you want with Kurgan? Both of you seems to cringe. I'm looking to destroy him. I need the help of the mighty Krakatur. Perhaps. What exactly is going on? I see. The creature rears to its full height, nostrils streaming. So, you asked the terrible Krakatur for his help in battling evil Kurgan. Fight fire with fire. I shall destroy the bumbling necromancer with a great sweep of my claw. His blood will flow as mighty Krakatul passes his judgment, and all will cover before the cover of Krakatul. So you will help me? Well, now let's not rush into things. I mean, this is clearly the terrible we're talking about. Not that I will have any trouble dispatching him, of course, for I am Krakatul, the ruination of past, present, and future. Yes, please. What are you saying? Krakatul expects payment for his services. Did you think I would come to your rescue without some sort of offering? You must pay your respects. Krakatul expects a heavy toll. Entire villages have been sacrificed to appease me, for I am... Well, perhaps I could give you this journal back. Oh, my journal? You mean my last testament? Where did you get that? That was still in the lair of Bellerogrim after all these years. Wait, I don't quite remember what I wrote. That was the eve before my glorious battle against the Nasruddin Delven Council. What a great battle it was. Strange, your journal had a taint of cowardice all over it. What? I will kill you for even speaking those words. Alright, forgive me. So will you try me or not? So you give me back the journal and I help you defeat him? Could you make sure never to tell anyone what you read in there? Not that I fear anything or anyone. Krakatur is like the moon in the sun, timeless and terrible. I will desecrate all. Yes, so will you join me or not? Krakatur finds your goodness repulsive. Did you need anything else? And we have... Oh. Oh, goodness repulsive, so... I'm too good. I guess we'll kill you then. Oh, he's strong. What? guess we have to kill him then, because I don't have any more food. Sadness. Well, I guess. That's the pain of green. This man has the look of a fierce warrior. His heavily muscled body is covered in scars and tattoos. He sniffs the air as you approach. A fresh arrival, eh? You still have the smell of the world on you. Pray tell, who are you? I have been known by many names, but the only one that matters now is the Bane of Gree. That is the name I was known when I wielded power over men. So, do I just call you Bane, or would you prefer Mr. Gree? Do not mock me, it will be your last mistake. I meant no offense, sir. Please accept my apologies. Be gone with you, sniveling coward. I have no use for men who will not stand their ground. Let me prove myself then. I could kill Kurgan with your help. Kurgan, I welcome the chance to slit his throat, but after what did he do? He defeated me in battle soon after he arrived here. After delivering the killing blow, he brought me back to life to taunt me. I have waited long years for the chance to make him pay for that. I know the feeling. Join me, so that we may defeat him. Why should I join you? What do you have to offer me? The taste of victory on the field of battle once again. Well, I will leave it there then. Oh, hello, what is this? Oh, 10,000? What?
What may I do for you?
Magic power available 0. 10 to 25. To hit 10. Actually, it's kind of weak. So let's put this on someone who can.
How can I help you?
Have good use of it. Really? How about you? Really? Huh. None of them want that weapon for some reason. That is so bizarre.
What may I do?
Do you want this? No. That is super bizarre. Nobody wants this weapon.
How can I help?
You definitely don't want it because you have your other one. Literally, none of them want this weapon. What? Crazy sword, nobody wants it, I guess. No, fine. Nobody wants it, nobody gets it. Oh, there is more food here. Okay. Well, we killed all of them, so Kerrigan is the only one alive. Oh, he just came back here. Okay. Well, new route. You have no business here. Leave immediately. The penalty for disobedience is death. What is this place? Neither will you. Dark champion is gonna die. Dodge. So weak. So vulnerable. Anyone else here? There's some dudes. 55. You guys wanna fight? Dodge. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, okay. Oh wait, what? That was a waste of movement for sure. Stunned there. Oh. Everybody attacking one dude. Good. Good job. Nice. Did it? Wade wing. Interesting.
What may I do?
Very interesting. So what does this do? Oh. So it's like a go wherever you want. What is this? There has to be a catch here somewhere. Huh.
How may I help you?
Would you please get out? Get the fuck out of there. Oh, this is obviously not the way to go. Huh. Interesting. Oh, castle first. Hey Rob. finishing up this game. You? What's up on your side at this late in the evening? Come on, get the fuck away. Anything in here? This might be useful. Don't read the money anymore, no, nothing to buy. Lol, okay. Yeah, I did that on Friday, so don't need it today. This. What's going on? Is it stuck again? It's probably stuck again. Of course it's stuck again. Okay, he must die first. Don't attack! Please. Don't attack. Oh, okay, a few more enemies. Oh, come on, push it. Go around it, please. There's still a few more enemies to kill here. Don't leave anyone alive. Hiya. Oh, the enemy was summoned on the other side, lol. So, this is the gate.
Splendid! I applaud your talent at smiting fools.
Gate. Then we have two options. Can I open this? Can I? I'm the master of lockpicking. Can I open this? Thank you. Nope, nothing in here. Flowers. Okay. Nope, nothing in there. Only way to go is here. Oh, this is the place of the Black Mountain Glen, I guess. Another one of you. Oh. Jesus. This freaking slaughterhouse. So we can open this. Someone from the other side has come. Who are you? I am Granger Silverhammer. Tell me, did Stennar reach you? Yes, but he died before he could tell me what was happening. Stennar, how did he die? He perished in a horrible Zeppelin crash. A Zeppelin? What's that? It's an airship. A boat that flies, suspended on a large balloon. What? I never heard such a thing. How is that possible? The world has changed greatly since you've been here. No doubt driven by dwarven ingenuity and technological advances. After Bates's engine, the humans began developing machines. So our folly haunts us once again. If only we had harnessed that boy's ideas. What might have been, well, that is of no consequence now. If he hadn't made some error in judgment of Dark Elves could exploit, another clan would have. Can you... I have something I must attend to. Okay. Can you tell me about what has happened? The Dark Elves had been lying in wait, looking for a way to bring some dwarves over to his side. I actually have to turn the light on, otherwise I will damage my eyes. Brightness of the displays and darkness of the room. Oh, that's much better. The Dark Elves had been lying in wait, looking for a way to bring some dwarves over to his side. They knew that technology would eventually weaken the wards to the point of failure, but they decided to accelerate the process. They needed a machine to open the rift back up by distorting the already weakened wards. An elf couldn't make a machine to save his life. And then Bates made his steam engine. Exactly. Somehow they convinced King Loghair to banish us. We were shocked, to say the least, but our king had spoken. We were told our banishment was to the Isle of Despair, but this was where we ended up. We can only assume our king knew nothing of their true intent. I don't believe he did. As soon as we arrived here, we were beaten mercilessly and thrown in chains. As our work progressed on the gate, Stennar formulated a plan. As soon as the gate had any functionality, he would go to and attempt to warn the other side. We knew that his absence would be noticed and that they would try to stop him. He began preparations to disguise himself as a gnome. He starved himself to the point of sickness, and when the gate was near readiness, he shaved his beard. He believed that the full responsibility for what he had befallen us was his. He would do whatever he thought was necessary to make things right, even that. What happened after he went through? They tortured some of the clan to force us to reveal his plans, but we wouldn't break. We knew they needed us to finish the gate, and we had been disabling the gate in various ways for months. For all they knew, we still had months ahead of us to finish the thing, when we could have finished months before. They killed half of the clan in the last effort to force us to talk. We still did not break, and now we are all that is left of our once great clan. What? I will return to free you when I have killed those responsible. Okay. Yeah, Gergan must die. Locked? Not for me, because I am the master locksmith. We have this is nice, this might be useful. In the fight to come, that is. Lol. Random stuff. Let's make a hard save. Oh, that's a lot of them. Come, doggo. Nice. Just 2 of these things, yeah. Okay, there's 4 of these things. No. Bad one. We need to all run in there. Otherwise we get stuck and can't follow each other. Okay, one of them is down. Where's my doggy anyway? Oh, there he is.
Splendid! I applaud your talent at smiting fools.
Nice, 2 of them down. 3 of them down. Come on, shoot him down. Oh, what now? Who is now stuck? Are you serious? They're about to die and somebody's stuck? Are you fucking serious right now? What the fuck? Can I quickly... Yeah, okay, that works. That worked. That worked. Good. Good job, Jimmy. You actually had a solid idea. Go to real time and it will continue. Okay, good.
Greetings. Long have I waited for your arrival, and finally this moment has come. I am Kurgan, first of the Necromancers, Voyager in the lands of the dead.
I see. Not exactly the person I originally expected.
I would think not. Although the presence of Aranax tells me you already know much of my tale. At least as much as he deemed necessary in order to bring you into his confidence.
I heard you said a story, tell me yours.
My life in the world you call Arcanum seems so very distant. The memories clouded like those of a child, and a child I was then, probing the darker magics, given glimpses of the truths yet to come.
The council, were they right about the magics? Look at you.
Yes, look at me, and what do you see? A monster? An abomination? You've no idea what I've discovered. You see with eyes tainted by life, and all which that accursed state embodies. My vision is clear because of those magics you hold in disdain. And the Council, it is they I have to thank for it.
They're punished you, why would you thank them?
In your world, your Arcanum, I was powerful. Perhaps the most powerful human magicka who has ever been. But to humans, cursed with our shortness of life, our brevity, what is this power? What can be learned in that impermanent spark that is our lives? Nothing. But here, in this so-called prison, there are no limits. There is no end. This place, this void, has no time as you know it. I've been here for more than 2,000 of your years, and yet I've aged not at all. I feel as I did the moment they sent me here. is when the Dark Elves first called to me. Do you now see? Here I can do everything I did in your world, but I am unfettered by the chains of mortality that time hangs upon us.
The Dark Elves thought they were calling to Arcanum.
Yes, I know. Ironic, isn't it? It was on my ears that their feeble and pathetic cries had fallen. To me, Kurgan, who had defeated their master and thrown him in chains. Kurgan, who had manipulated them into subverting the Bonari and weakening the wards. Kurgan, who used them to send me the dwarves of the Black Mountain clan, who have now finished the bridge back to Arcanum.
But why? If you like it so much, then leave us
I
alone.
truly wish I could. My reasons for returning aren't what you'd think. I had no aspirations for power or domination like your companion Aranax did. Aspirations that I became the victim of. No. Those are the motivations of the living, and I no longer place myself among them.
Then what is it you want?
If only I could show you the places I've seen, you might understand the things I say. I've been to the desolate lands, wandered by those souls who still see the lands of the living, but wear the cloak of the dead. Blind to their own ends, they cry, passing through one another like shadows in the dying light of day. I've traveled to where souls rot in torment, pierced with the jagged shards of life and vision, clinging to memory, regrets of the flesh. I saw that this prison was of their own making, and the key was in unknowing, in release. And still, I traveled on. And finally, I came to the place where souls go to die, where the mirrored and worn spirits fall into an endless sea of gray, mirrored glass. And I lowered myself within, and lay there among them, and I almost did not return. And do you know what I found there? There, among the silent and battered shells of the innumerable, peace, enlightenment, truth. Only then did I realize that this place, this life, is an abomination, a horrible distortion of the natural order. This life, who mothered pain and fear and envy, these twisted children who exist only because we are here to feed them, to nourish them. This life, this afterthought, a disturbance, a mere ripple in that great dead sea, not even the cause, but merely an effect, sending these souls upward, screaming for release from the day they are torn from their waters. The effect of what? I do not know, nor do I care. Have you ever spoken with the dead, called to them from this side, pulled them from their silent rest? Do you know what it is that they feel? Pain. Pain when torn into this wakefulness, this reminder of the chaos from which they had escaped. Pain at having to live. There will be no more pain. There will be no more chaos. I see your soul, traveler. It screams, tattered and spent. Do you feel its pull? Do you hear its wailing? It is within my power to calm these waters, and that is what I shall do.
What do you mean, calm these waters?
I can no longer tolerate the atrocities that this thing, this life has brought about. There will be peace. There will be quiet. Life will no longer be. And so I go to Arcanum to be an end to it. And then I will join the souls of the dead when it is done.
But if you're dead, how can you enjoy food? You can't enjoy food. You don't digest food anymore. Like you're dead, but food is so good. So no, I don't agree. You're really quite mad, you know.
Am I? It all depends depends on your point of view. Take yourself, for example. You've been told from the beginning of your adventure that you're the second coming of Nasruddin, the return of the living one.
Of course, and the plan on fulfilling it.
No. You're very, very wrong. There are no prophecies. It's only the nature of living things to want to conform their existence to a foreseeable pattern, to attempt to exert control over the chaos.
I've heard enough of this gibberish. Let's finish this.
I shall
Hello.
send you to that great dead sea, and then you shall know.
He has a lot of HP. Oh, now he's shooting. What the? Oh, okay. Apparently he's shooting now instead of shooting arrows, shooting bullets. Weird. Actually, let's
Splendid! I applaud your talent at smiting fools.
okay.
The defeat of Lucan and his henchmen, coupled with your freeing of the ghost of Bessie Toon, enabled Shrouded Hills to grow and become a thriving community once again. A new silver vein is discovered in the old Bessie Toon mine. Workers pour into town by the dozens, and within a few years, Shrouded Hills is a bustling boomtown. Such towns often have problems keeping the peace. Shrouded Hills has no such trouble, mainly due to the efforts of their new sheriff, Doc Roberts. Maximilian was returned to Dernholm, and all of Cumbria rejoiced in the return of their rightful king. Under the new rule of Maximilian, Cumbria quickly grew into a powerful nation, embracing both magic and technology. And once again, the proud banner of the Dragon Knights flew from the ramparts of Dernholm Castle, set there by their new captain, Lyanna Peldar. Logair Thunderstone never returned to his people, and a distraught and confused Ranver assumed leadership over the Wheel clan. Without a strong king, the Dwarven clan splintered, and a bloody war followed.
Ouch.
Magnus Shalefist, chieftain of the new Iron Clan, rallied an army behind him and quickly put an end to the conflict. Eventually, he was known as King of the Dwarves.
Oh, good job,
Led into
Magnus.
a new and golden age. The Beducan continued to live in the dark fens, fighting here and there with loggers and poachers, but mainly keeping to themselves. They continued to live the primitive lives of nomad hunters, and they never spoke with the elves of Kintara again. Yet, after all of this, Arcanum is still what it always was. A place of possibility. A place of change. One thing is certain, and that is that nothing at all is ever certain in this place. Who's to say what the future holds for the land we call Arcanum?
Boop! Game over. Done. Very nice. Yeah, that was a pretty long one. What is it like? 30, 35 hours? Nice. Well, that's it for the stream. I think we can still raid AJ. Pretty sure I can still raid AJ before they stop the stream. Or maybe Luna. Let me see who of those two is still live. Luna is not streaming, so AJ gets to raid. Perfect. Let's raid AJ and off we go. We're going to the pretty much same era as Arcanum was. We go to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 a few years later, but still. Yeah, I'll post my next schedule on Discord. Probably gonna be doing more Hollow Knight soon. So see ya.
You run all over the refugee sector like a bantha, and for someone with a price on their head as high as yours,